trailer just released for a new original science fiction movie called Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling. Here are my general thoughts. The film is based off a novel written by Andy Weir, who also wrote The Martian. The Martian. It was directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who are obviously responsible for producing the Spider-Verse film, but they haven't directed a film since 2014. The film follows Ryan Gosling's character, Ryland Grace, who's a middle school teacher, a science teacher to be specific, but he's also a former molecular biologist. He's approached by some people to be a part of this big world-saving project, Project Hail Mary in question. The premise of this film is the sun is dying along with many other stars in the galaxy. I haven't read the book, so I don't know exactly why, but there's one little star that's still alive. His job is to travel light years away to see if he could possibly save the world by examining this star. And despite the fact he's a molecular biologist, why him? We'll probably figure out in the actual film. Here's the thing though, we start the trailer, he wakes up 11 light years away from Earth, not knowing why he's there, what he's doing. And as he slowly regains memory, he realizes he's the last hope for humanity. The film seems fucking beautiful, and there's the obvious parallels to like Interstellar. Somebody going light years out into space, possibly to their death to save humanity. I guess this writer just loves abandoning people out in space. See this shot here of what looks to be maybe a dead star, it's some sort of rocky structure. He eventually approaches it and he meets this alien. That's where we kind of end the trailer off, talking to this guy, giving a thumbs up. And it's an alien, it's a rock alien that he calls, fucking Rocky, shocker. Also, whatever this alien is, the fact that it seems like it's gonna be like puppetry really intrigues me. What makes me excited about this movie is the talent that's involved. Though I haven't seen or read The Martian, the amount of critical acclaim that film got has me excited. Though this is based off a book, I'm just excited for the fact that it's original science fiction concept that's never been adapted before, obviously, because it's a newer novel. I've sorely missed directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller as a directing duo. They were going to direct the Han Solo film, but I think they got fired or they just left on their own accord. So it's nice to see them do a space movie for real this time. I think it's going to be interesting to see Ryan Gosling in this type of role. He's been in a lot less serious roles as of recent. This doesn't look any different. The fact that most of this film is just going to be him in space alone, I'm interested to see his range there. And it was announced that Sandra Hüller was the second main lead of this film from Anatomy of a Fall fame. Loved that movie. I was very surprised. I'm very happy that she's going to be in an American film like this. The soundtrack to the latter half of the trailer is Sign of the Times by Harry Styles, so we see her singing it like karaoke style. That's going to be fun to watch. And also her and Ryan Gosling obviously have some sort of dynamic. Also, somebody who's been watching Loiter Squad leading up to seeing Tyler the Creator in concert and The Bear at the same time. Love seeing Lionel Boyce in this. I had no clue he was going to be here, but it seems like he's going to have a prominent supporting role. And disregarding all the space stuff and the stuff with aliens and shit, whatever, what excites me about this film is the fact that it just seems quite emotional. Everything tying this guy back to the real world, the fact that he's a school teacher, a lot of what made Interstellar work for me was the emotion behind everything in it. That part of this film seems fairly promising. Project Hail Mary comes out March 20th of next year, and I'd really recommend watching the trailer if you haven't, especially if you've been craving good original sci-fi to get excited for. And if you watch the trailer, what did you think? Remember, all movies are art, and of course, follow for more.